Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another weekly check-in video, and for today we're going to be weekly check-in for week 4, which for me is from the 20th until the 26th. Now this is how my weekly check-in spread has been looking. We've already checked in for the past 3 weeks, and I'm excited to check in for this 4th week. I can't believe, I always say this, but I can't believe how fast the month has gone. As of the time that I'm filming this, which is hopefully the day that I'll be uploading this, all of my family is back in Peru, and I'm just going to say it, guys, I am so sad about it. Although I can go back into like my whole routine of like being by myself and getting as most work done as I can, I do really miss my family and I can't wait to see them again. So I'm definitely really excited about that Peru trip, planning on having in the summer, and we're just gonna get right into it. I actually did not write down any of my expenses in my budget expense stickers this time, just because I thought that I could do it here on camera with you guys. So let me zoom it in just a little bit. So as you guys can see from my little key here, which if you guys have not checked out on the first week, or was it last week that I made this compliment card? This week, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my little finances tab. In my micro happy planner, I actually haven't gone grocery shopping. I thought that I would go on Sunday, but it was just a really busy time trying to get back into the swing of things and kind of planning out my week, because I have finally made a study plan for me, because I did not go study or buy any coffee last week, but you guys will see that. So let's see, so we don't have groceries, but I think we have eating out. So this is how I go about things. Whenever I make a purchase, I try to either save the receipt, or if I don't get a receipt for something, I end up noting it in my cash envelope tracker as soon as I can, just because I tend to forget things fairly easily, and I don't want to like be trying to remember what I spent my money on. So we're looking from the 20th until the 26th. So since then, I went to get Thai food with my aunt on the day that she was leaving back to Peru. I've been trying to pay for like food and stuff like that, but my family just does not let me. And I know like they see me as like their niece and like they're having to pay stuff for me, but I'm trying to like tell them like, no, like, you know, like let me pay, like I have money, like I've put money aside for this. They just don't get it. Or I mean, I know now that I've explained it and kind of shown them like what my whole YouTube is about, they get it and they're like proud of it. But in the beginning, especially up until like this very last week, they would not let me pay for anything. So I ended up giving tip, which was $10. And then I went to Boba with my cousins and my uncle right after we went to Barnes & Noble. So that was $25. We also went with Paul. So I paid for boba. And then the day after was the last full day that I thought they were going to be here, which was actually kind of crazy. But my uncle and my cousins ended up missing their flight just because they changed the time by like 2 hours. I guess the email went through like a couple of months ago and my uncle hadn't realized it. And so by the time that they got there, which was a good time to get there for the flight that they thought they were still going to have, they were of course late for that. So I took them to Little Tokyo, and I spent in total $32, but I believe we went to this like ice cream place. So I bought ice cream for me and my cousins, and then I paid for the tip at a ramen place that we went to. So we had ramen at Little Tokyo. I even posted a picture on Instagram, on my lifestyle Instagram, so go ahead and check that out if you guys want. And then last but not least, for eating out, I bought Chick-fil-A, and this was on Saturday. So me and Paul split it, but this was the very last night that my cousins were there, and they know how much I've been hyping Chick-fil-A up. So I decided to kind of make that the last meal they ate here. I don't have any unbudgeted expenses, although I feel like I'm gonna have one because I think I'm gonna get my nails done before the month ends. But if I do that, although I'll have an unbudgeted expense in January, I'll be spending less money in February for nails, so we'll see. I'll get back to you guys on that one. I haven't pumped gas for allowance. I believe I bought a book at Barnes & Noble. I actually showed that book on my planning Instagram. It's about like lists of like your goals, your dreams, aspirations, and stuff like that. So that was $7. It was like $7 and change, but luckily I had some change in my purse. And then aside from that, I didn't spend anything for beauty, so I still have the sticks. Nothing for coffee, but I think I should be good with coffee because I plan on going to study the next 3 days. So that should probably cover for that. Perfect. Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start with, so all I really have is food and a book and a bill. I had a phone bill on the 21st. So put that first here. And I have like some phone bill scripts that I know fit perfectly in here because I've assigned them to fit perfectly in there. So we have that. And I don't know off the top of my head how much that was because that is on auto pay. So I'll go ahead and check after that. So let's put Thai food, like the tip, on the 21st. Right. Yes, then I had boba and my book on the 22nd. I never know if you guys want me to zoom in a little bit more or not. So I always just end up zooming in by default. But I think somebody said they didn't like it last time, so sorry about that. And then, so my book and boba on the 22nd. And then Little Tokyo was on the 23rd. So I've actually been getting a good use out of my eating out cash envelope because I hadn't used that up. And then Chick-fil-A was on the 25th, which was Chinese New Year. So happy Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the rat, which is actually my sign. And that's all I have. Okay, so that makes it kind of easier to go about things. Now let me go ahead and get, well, first let me get a payday sticker because I need one on the 21st. And then we'll do my no spends. So I had in total 1, 2, and 3 no spends, which is pretty good. So put this here, this one here, and this one here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm all ready to weekly check-in now. So this month has been a pretty good month, but like I mentioned, I do think I'm still debating on if I will get my nails done before the month ends, just because it's already been over 2 weeks since I had these done, and I feel like if I don't get a fill soon, they might end up breaking like bad, and I don't want that to happen. So, okay, for food. Food for us is groceries and eating out, but like I mentioned, I only have eating out for this week. So let's go ahead and add that. We had 10 for Thai food, 25 for boba, 32 for Little Tokyo, and Chick-fil-A was $20. So let me just check these off. So in total that was $87 spent. So $225 minus 87 means that I should have $138 left, and now I haven't even gotten out my cash envelopes for you guys. So let me go ahead and do that. Like I've mentioned, I am planning, I think, I think I am going to go through with it. I'm planning on using some cash wallet dividers, which is another release that I had last month. But these are my cash envelopes, and I do have extra space at the bottom to hole punch, which I always offer. So let's see, let me take a look at this one. Okay, so for groceries, I should still have 105, which I'm sure that I do. So let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 105 in there. And then for eating out, we have 33. So let's see, 20, 30, 1, 2, and 3. There. So this month was a really good month for eating out because of the things that I've already mentioned. And I have a pretty good amount for the last week. Next I have gas, which I still have 60. I'm pretty sure I'll go ahead and pump once more, 20, 40, 60 this month. And I'm probably going to have like $20 left, which I'll probably just roll. No, I don't think I'm going to roll over anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We'll see. In the last video, which will be my results. Next we have allowance, which we don't have anything anymore in here. Nothing to spend. Then we have beauty, which we have $6 left. And I just realized that I wasn't even really checking in. Okay. Who am I? I know I didn't spend anything for gas. So I should still have 60, yes. I already got ahead of myself there. For shopping, I have one thing, which was the book. And that was it. So, what was it, $7, which we already took a look at that envelope. So 13 minus 7 means that I should have 6, which we just saw. That should be in my beauty cash envelope. I've been having the same amount from last week. And that is what we have. 5 and 6. There you go. And I still have the $25 in here for coffee, which should be great to go on like study dates. And I think that's all that I have. Yes, that's it. And nothing from budgeted. So a dash here. So that's how I am doing towards the end of the month. I still think I'm pretty good on things like gas, groceries, and even eating out, but on things like allowance, that is gone, of course. Beauty, that is also gone. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I think I've had a pretty good month. I think so. And I've had a pretty good amount of no spends as well. So that is pretty much it for the weekly check-in part of things. Next, I'll go ahead and bring you guys to my sinking funds, although I haven't had any transactions for this. We still have the amounts that we had last time. Actually, I went ahead and checked how much the late fee was. So in total, my car payment plus late fee was $366. I'm debating whether I want to take car payment out of my sinking funds. I'm debating, guys, just because I'm thinking of just putting it on auto pay, so then that way I don't have any late fees. So we'll see what I do for February, but that's kind of what I have in mind right now, just because that late fee really kicked my butt. And then last but not least, before we end this video, I'm going to show you guys a bit of my business expenses that I've had, which, as you guys can see, I've had quite a bit. There was both the PBC sale this past weekend, where I think I got my brand new cash envelope system. We'll see. I'm kind of leaning towards like trying new things, trying new cash envelope methods. As you guys know, I've tried the whole putting my cash envelopes in my personal planner for almost a year now, and although it's been working great, I do think that there's a lot more convenient ways to go about carrying my cash for my categories. So stay tuned for that. And then I just purchased a couple of things because I realized that I really haven't had any kits aside from like kits for like February. So I went ahead and bought a couple of kits for like March, spring, Easter, and stuff like that. So that's kind of what's been going on with this page. But with that being said, that is basically all that I have for this weekly check-in. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope that your budget for January has been a good one. Even if it hasn't been the best budgeting month for you, don't worry, because January is almost over, and just try to pull through because February is coming up. And for me, the start of a new month is always just so nice because I get to stuff my cash envelopes, I get to start all over from scratch, and the expenses that I made for the prior month get kind of left in the past. So that's a good thing about starting a budget for a new month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.